Hi, this is Ben Nason with Broadcast Tools at NAB Las Vegas 2024 in the Broadcasters General Store booth. We've got some new products here. This is the SS6.1 MLR BNC. It's a 6x1 BNC switcher with mechanical latching relays for FM baseband switching or AES switching if you've got unbalanced AES. It has front panel controls. It can be controlled via contact closure. It has a serial port for RS-232 control, as well as Ethernet port for TCP and UDP control. This is the AES Switcher Sentinel 2+1. It's an AES switcher. It also uses mechanical latching relays. It has a web browser interface for remote control. It can email you. It can be controlled via SNMP. It has two AES inputs with silence detection and AES error detection. It has one analog to digital channel for a total of 3 channels, also with silence detection. And headphone monitoring, analog monitor output, independently switchable from the AES output. So pretty handy device for the transmitter site. Another transmitter site device perhaps, this is an AES Switcher Sentinel 4 XLR. So it's a 4x1 AES switcher with XLR connectors, web interface, email notification, SNMP. AES Audio Sentinel 4 Web. This is a silence sensor, 4 channels of AES in, silence detection as well as AES error detection. Each of the 4 channels can be switched to mono channels, so you can do a total of 8 channels with 4 AES inputs, email notification, and SNMP built in. Here's another new one. This is the MSRP3 multi-station relay panel. It's an analog AES or EAS switcher. It's an analog EAS switcher for emergency alert system, allowing you to add additional stations to your emergency alert system encoder decoder. It has RJ45 audio I/O and unbalanced RCA in. It can be controlled via RS-232 serial as well as via contact closure. Analog matrix switcher. This is the ACS 4.4 G2. 4 stereo in, 4 stereo out. Front panel control, as well as RS-232 serial control. It has 16 PIP trigger inputs, so you can hook it up to a satellite receiver for satellite switching. And then 2 larger format switchers. This is the ACS 8.4 G2. It's an 8x4 analog switcher. It has RJ45 audio I/O, front panel controls, as well as RS-232 serial control and Ethernet control with TCP and UDP. For applications where you need analog and or digital, this is the ADMS 4422 G2. It's an analog digital hybrid switcher. It has 4 analog inputs and 4 AES EBU digital inputs, as well as 2 analog outputs and 2 AES EBU digital audio outputs. Similar suite of control features can be controlled via contact closure and RS-232 serial and Ethernet via TCP and UDP. Finally, we have 2 little guys. This is the GPI 16 Plus G2. It's a 16-channel GPI interface. It has terminal block connectors on the back and USB, so you can connect it to a computer via USB. But also on the front here, we have Ethernet for TCP and UDP control over the network. Finally, we have the Silent Sentinel Basic G2. This is a stereo analog silence sensor. Configure it via the dip switch on the front panel here. You have alarm notification via LEDs and via contact closures on the terminal blocks here. Audio input via terminal block or RJ45 connector.